Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, NAF Atsugi. How you doing today? Captain Steve Yeoman here, CEO of NAF Atsugi. Master Chief Mike Wilkins there at the other end. How you doing today, Master Chief?
I'm doing great, Captain. How are you today?
I'm awesome. You know, we come over to CFAF, which stands for Commander Fleet Air Forward, and we get these nice comfy chairs, and this is a wonderful environment to do a captain's call in. I'm very happy to be here.
I don't know if I might want to take a nap after lunch sitting in this thing.
All right, well, we might want to do that, but not on the air today. So anyway, we've got a great sale, a great place to be, and I would just want to introduce Yeoman Mccray. Yeoman, welcome to the show today. How are you doing today?
Good, sir.
Good. Well, we're very happy to have you here. And now, Yeoman, tell us what a YN in the Navy does, because you know acronyms are all over the Navy. Not everybody knows what you do for a living. Can you help us out a little bit?
Yes, sir. YN, we just take care of all administrative matters of all personnel, taking care of service records, putting stuff in service records, and make sure we do a big part with helping out the CO, making sure all his correspondence are correct.
Yeah, probably done a few awards in your lifetime too.
Yes, sir. We do awards.
Yeah, fitness reports, that
travel.
sort of stuff. Yeah, so everything that keeps the sailor up and running and keeps the command going administratively. You know, not a lot of us would rather be out doing, but the paperwork has to follow, has to be accurate, or things go bad. And so thanks for being a great Yeoman. I know it's not easy to make Yeoman. It never has been, and so it's a real tribute to your test-taking skills and contributions to the Navy. So thanks for being on board.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, well, we got a few notes today, and again, we are at Fleet Air Forward. They're responsible for all logistics in the theater, making sure that the stuff gets to where it's going. And of course, Commander Task Force 72 has a very important operational mission here, so we're just happy. Thanks to the Commodore and Kaz Deal for inviting us into your house here today. It's great to be here.
Certainly comfortable.
All right. Okay. So we're ready to kick off the captain's call with some notes today. So CMC, let's go.
All right. So Navy Exchange School Lunch Program, as the end of the year is approaching, all parents with children who have a negative account balance need to visit the Navy Exchange main cash office to make payments. If your child is in 6th grade, please visit the cash office prior to June 13th so that you can close out the account, finalize payment, or receive a refund. All other grade levels, pre-K through 5th grade, will roll over to the next school year. If you have any questions, please call the cash office at 264-3717.
Okay, the youth summer camp registration dates. Register your child for youth summer camp now through June 9th. The camp is open to children in DAWS kindergarten through ages 12. Weekly camp sessions are June 16th through August 22nd. Contact Central Registration at Building 3250 or call 264-3588 for details.
Okay, base decals. All base decals for vehicles must be updated. Security Department will begin ticketing 1 June if your vehicle is not up to date. For more information, contact our Vehicle Registration Office at 264-2112.
All right, bicycle safety. Naval Security Forces at Atsugi Crime Prevention would like to remind everyone that all cyclists must wear a safety-approved bicycle helmet when riding their bicycles. Also, in accordance with the law, a bicycle is considered a vehicle, so cyclists must legally obey the same rules as motorists. I would also like to add that if you're riding your bicycle at night, you need to have a light on your bike. If you have any questions, please call 264-4446.
Compass. The next Compass class will be held June 17th through 19th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Chapel Hall. Compass is a spouse-to-spouse mentoring program that introduces participants to all aspects of military lifestyles. For more information, please friend Compass Atsugi on Facebook or visit NAF Atsugi Facebook pages for more information.
All right, also we have an OHA survey that's currently ongoing. Only 52 of 650 have participated in this survey. Survey results help determine how much overseas housing allowance you receive. The more people we get to participate, the more accurate the OHA amount can be. Please check our Atsugi Facebook page for more details.
Okay, well that kind of concludes the notes. I just want to add, we want to wish our friends in CAG 5 and USS George Washington a fair winds and following seas as you go out and do your very important mission out at sea. We are going to miss you here. Please let us know if you need any support from behind here. And of course, the families and friends that remain here, we're here to support you in all your needs as our sailors are off doing what they have joined the Navy to do and be at sea. I have to admit I envy being those guys being Hayes Gray and out there flying and doing what they do, but we have a very important role back here as well, and we look forward to your safe return.
And I have to admit also, Captain, that it just feels weird not getting underway with them. After doing it for 3 years, it just doesn't seem right.
We'll help you get through the withdrawal, CMC. You got plenty to do back here on shore. So, well, anyway, Pastor Craig, great job reading the captain's call notes. We're going to be right back in just a couple of minutes after MWR tells us what's going on around the base. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
The outdoor pool is open weekends through June 13th, after which will be open daily throughout the summer. Pool hours are from noon to 7 p.m. Pool passes will be available at the outdoor pool only. Youth Summer Camp is now open for registration through June 9th. Weekly camp sessions are from June 16th through August 22nd. Please see Central Registration at Building 3250 or call 264-3588 for details. MWR is currently conducting 2 customer satisfaction surveys in Atsugi. Paper surveys are available locally at most MWR facilities now and in July, while DoD-sponsored email surveys are sent directly to some customers. Thank you for your participation. The Atsugi ITT office is looking for Mount Fuji climbing guides for this summer. If interested, please contact the ITT office in person at Building 978. Guides must be in good physical condition and have Mount Fuji climbing experience and must have completed CPR and first aid training. Do you have an arts and crafts skill that you'd like to share with others? If so, please contact 264-3782 or walk into the Community Activities office in Building 77. Now back to Captain's Call.
Motorcycle riding to me is my freedom, my excitement, my escape. If I was to get a DUI right now, it would be mainly a huge disappointment to not only myself, but my family. My career and job, that's going to fall as well, but my family and my loved ones, that would be the biggest blow to me if I was to get a DUI. My favorite thing about riding motorcycles is having so much control over a machine that can go so fast. At this point in my life right now, a DUI would affect that tremendously. Worst case scenario, lose my life or even hurt someone else. If I get my license taken away, then I wouldn't be able to enjoy the one thing that I really love doing on my own. I'm MA1 Jerry Howie, and this is my decision.
Okay, thanks MWR for some great stuff coming up on the next few weeks. And we are back on the Captain's Call. We are here with a very special friend of ours, Yeoman Mccray. Yeoman, welcome back to the show.
Thank you, sir.
So we got lots of notes, lots of information out there. This is kind of the part of the show we give you a few opportunities to say hello to some friends, fans, and otherwise out there. I know you got a family here in Japan with you, and just want to see if anyone that you'd like to say hello while you got the microphone.
Yes, sir. I would like to give a shout out to my admin office and my mother back home and my wife, LaShonda Mccray, which is her birthday. So happy birthday.
I'll be darned. Wow. That's outstanding. Well, happy birthday, Miss Mccray. Congratulations. And thanks for supporting your great sailor sitting right next to me here. And we know the friends and family and everyone back in South Carolina. Really proud of you over here, and we're very proud to serve next to you here. As you know, Japan's a long, long way from South Carolina, and it's kind of hard to understand, what we do out here and why it's important. I'm sure living here in Japan, you kind of understand why we're really doing some important stuff out here. We are forward deployed on the pointy edge of the spear. Lots going on around in our neck of the woods over here. So thank you for sacrificing his presence there in South Carolina and in the U.S. So we can do very important work out here in Japan with all of us. So thanks for being a great teammate out here. It's good to have you aboard.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so we got a few concerns out there and some others that we want to share with everybody. So let's have it, CMC.
Yes, sir. We've only got one concern to talk about here today, and this individual brought some Japanese guests on the base and took them over to the pavilion area around Ranger Park and walked through some of the unaccompanied housing areas, and there were empty beer cans, bottles, cigarette butts, things just, I would say just a lack of general cleanliness, and he says that he was embarrassed.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great ask comment, and I'm embarrassed for us for having that happen, and so we're going to see what we can do about that. Thanks for letting us know. Bottom line is it's clean up after yourself, right? If you go out and party and have Ranger reserved, go out there and barbecue, and you're burning burgers and that sort of stuff and having a great time. Hey, I'm all about that. That's why Ranger's out there, as long as it's clean fun and no one's doing anything against the rule book. But after you're done, you got to clean up, right? That's part of the job. And so what can happen there is we stop reserving those pavilions for people. Make it day only type of thing, and we make sure that we before you turn the pavilion back on, we have somebody out there to check up on you, like a chief petty officer or a division officer from the command. Those are the sort of things we don't want to do. We want to make sure everybody cleans up after yourself. Take ownership of it. If you sign the dotted line, registering for yourself, then please make sure it's policed up afterwards. So this sailor wanted to bring some Japanese friends over, and didn't feel all that pleased with how it looked afterwards. So,
I can certainly appreciate that there, and wholeheartedly agree we should clean up after ourselves.
Okay.
That's the only concern we have this week, sir. The rest are Bravo Zulus.
Well, let's go. Petty Officer Mccray, can you help us out?
Yes, sir. Service Provider, Family Readiness Council. Glenn was an essential component of our SAPA VA, SAPA POC, and SAPA DCC training here at NAF Misawa. He assisted us in getting 14 new applicants trained and up to speed on the new instructions. Not only was the training informative, the delivery and execution was creative, effective, and motivating for all those involved. As subject matter expert in treating victims of sexual assault, I was extremely impressed with Glenn's open, honest, and genuine discussion of a sensitive subject. This training will ensure that all victims are receiving the highest quality support and service. He answered questions respectfully and fully. We would love to have Glenn return to Misawa again and assist us in continuing his fantastic training, keeping our sailors well educated, safe, and motivated.
They could borrow him, they can't have him.
I was getting ready to say that. They can't keep him.
That's great.
Service Provider, Hawley Fitness Center. Hawley Gym Workers is very professional and always supportive. Thank you very much for your wonderful support and smiling.
Outstanding. Well, way to go, Halsey. Way to go, Mr. Glenn Stewart down there in Fleet and Family Support. Two great venues and great people we have on the base.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, that kind of concludes the captain's call this week. Unless Wine you'd like to say a few words on your own, kind of ad lib. Would you like to go out there on your own?
No, sir.
You all good? Okay.
Yeah.
You did a great job on the show today, and like I said, we want to wish everyone back at home congratulations for developing a great young man, and to his family here in Japan, thank you for serving as well here in Japan. You're a long way off from home, so thanks for your service as well, and you did a great job, and congrats for being on the Cap's Call.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Well, CMC, it's been a great show.
It has been.
We're going to take these chairs home with us and call these our own. These are nice and comfy. So thanks to CFAF staff for allowing us the use of this very comfortable studio today.
And I'd just like to say, before we close out here, to YM1's wife, make him cook dinner. It's your birthday.
Hey, that's right. Happy birthday, Mr. McCray. All right. Well, that's our show for this week. Thanks to the public affairs team for taking us all over the base. We go all over. We just kind of show up, and we don't know what studio we're showing up at,
Right.
but it's happened to be different every week. This week over at CFAF, very comfortable, very great spot. Who knows where we're going next week? I bet it's going to be exciting.
I'm sure it will be, yes, sir.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next week on the Caps Call. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great week.